Hello everyone, I am Bala. I am a chartered accountant and founder of Cogzidel TV. It's online. See, women is the greatest creation of God. So on International Women's Day, we salute all women for being who you are. And in celebration of the Women's Day, we are going to have an eminent personality to share her views about how she manages her personal and business life and what is the greatest advice that she could pass on to women entrepreneurs to succeed in their life. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome Mrs. Neena Reddy, who is the Joint Managing Director of Savera, the Sham Group of Hotels, and who is the founder of Nivi Group of Hotels, O2L Studio, and Duchess Club. Welcome to our show, Neena Reddy Madam. So, as we celebrate, International Women's Day, we thought it would be appropriate to invite a personality like you, where you can share your thoughts about how women entrepreneurs can balance their personal life and business life, and how they can overcome challenges in business life and all that. So, we would like to have your inputs on this. Firstly, I welcome you again, and thanks for being with us today.
Namaste. I think it's great to be here. And like you said, just after celebrating Women's Day yesterday, I think it's about, if you can inspire at least 2 more women in this day, I think my life is made.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Right. To start with, I want to ask you something. So in your business life, what you consider as the biggest, challenge which you faced, anywhere during your business life, and I want to know your mindset about when you face that situation. How was your mindset, and how did you manage? Something that if you could share, that will be of great help.
Interviews like this, it makes you go back in time, and then you keep reflecting back on what has happened, and then you want to see where you have grown because of that challenge. It's not one challenge, Bala.
Okay.
There have been a couple of challenges, but let me see what has really impacted.
Okay.
I think it's about when a situation comes to you, you have this feeling, either fight panlama or do we flight, just move away from that.
Okay.
2 things come to your mind. The easiest thing is to just run away from that subject. But then where is the growth when you do that? And especially with a background like mine, when I have so many good men around me whose only job is to protect me, actually it becomes like a detrimental factor also. So like I was sharing with you earlier, I think the biggest fight I would always have with my husband is I would always tell him, Vijay, don't protect me.
Okay.
Because I'm not going to be growing because of that. So in our place of work, every 5 years there is a major challenge, because it's also about the environment that changes around you. For example, when I entered, and I'm specifically talking about Savera when I say that, when I entered, say about almost 30 years back, we were very complacent. Everything was beautiful. Business was rocking. And people in the organization were very complacent and happy. Extra effort, they were not doing it. And then we had competition coming up around us.
Okay.
That was a big challenge, because that's when you wake up. So what do you do? Either you close shop or you need to reinvent. So at that point of time I had entered, so I took the route of reinvention.
Okay. All right. So what was your mindset? Like, because you say that it was a challenge, and some people normally are clueless, when there is a challenge, happens like this. So your mindset about to take it forward or simply leave it. So you took the option of taking it forward. So what was your mindset? Because it is the biggest challenge lying in front of you. So what was your mindset at that particular point of time?
Mindset is, first it is about, you're very confused. First thing is you have confused.
Okay.
Second thing is, are we accepting the situation for what it is? Nijama, is the competition there, or am I imagining it?
Okay.
And the third thing is, you need to get a good type of people around you who also believe in what you have to say. I think teamwork is most important in any kind of business that we do, because you cannot fight it alone. So developing the team, translating your dreams into their minds also, so that we all believe in the same thing, and then we all fight it together.
All right. Okay. Okay. So basically, firstly, you were confused. Then, of course, with the support of the people around you and your feel on how you can take it forward, and all, they basically help you to come out of. Wonderful. All right. So my next question would be, so something pushed you, to face the challenges. Okay. If you'll have to indicate that, what was that push? Everybody has their own style of learning things in business life. Some people follow mentors, Some people read books, some people watch motivational videos, and so on. The list goes on. So for you, what do you think was the greatest push?
I think it's all. I think everything that you do in life is a matter of choice. And entering business into my business was again a matter of choice.
Okay.
In fact, my husband would have been most happy if I just stayed at home, But my kind of, I needed an identity.
Okay.
More than an identity, I want to go out and make a difference.
Okay.
So that's the only thing. When you know you have a capability, you enter any arena with that kind of self-confidence, and then you go all out and do it, because no one is really pushing you. Like I said, it's the other way around. No one is really it's not like a mother pushing a child to do it. There was no one around. I did not have any role models in my business, except for my father-in-law and my husband and brother-in-law who are around me. Other than that, I don't think I have any role models. So it's again, you're creating another path for yourself.
All right.
So I felt as a leader, if I'm going to be a leader, I have to carve that niche for myself, and then people will follow. So I'm happy I've been able to do that.
Wonderful. Okay. All right. So very important question. Like, if you ask any gentleman about what is the greatest or the significant feature or character of a woman, so they would normally say that balancing personal and business life. That's what they get being admired by women, saying that how are they able to manage? It's something that every man has this question in mind, and that's a great salute to all the women for perfectly balancing personal and business life. So, what is your take on balancing personal and business life for women business owners?
I can talk from my personal angle, Bala, because each woman has a different kind of challenge. For example, if you're looking at a little privileged class, like we are from a privileged class, so we need to have a certain set of people again at home. Like I call it a support system. Like suppose a woman is staying in a joint family, then her in-laws are a support system, which is, I'm telling you, in Indian families, the joint family are saluted because it can be very, very productive. So for myself, when I moved away into a nuclear family, I developed a whole lot of good staff at home. Staff which believe in what you do, and you have to trust them and keep them in their place. I don't lock anything at home because I say I leave the most precious of the things at home, which are my pets. So there's nothing to lock at home. So they also get that trust. They know that they become the owners when you are not there. So they take on responsibilities beautifully. So I think a support system is very important if you need to multitask. And multitask, how much of a man wants to do, I'm sorry, it's not possible. It's something I think God has, given it to us. I think it's also about as women, I think our first thing is to nurture. So at any point of time, you ask the most successful women, they will never sacrifice a family for, they will not do it. They will try and balance it, even though it may be a little difficult. So what I have done is, I always prioritize. For example, today this family situation is important, so I take that as the first thing. And then if the business thing is important, then I take that as a priority. So I have the luxury of time, I can, because I'm the boss of my own business, I think I'm able to do it. But for women who are working in organizations, I salute them. Because I think it is a difficult task, but so many people do it beautifully, So that's why women need to be celebrated.
Wonderful. Okay. So a very important question, being the last question of the session, we can call it as, what's your advice, to women entrepreneurs to succeed in life, to be a successful women business owner? What is your advice to? Okay,
I don't know whether I'm in that position to advise, but I can just tell you again from my perspective. I don't be afraid to try, is what I believe in. You'll have success, you will have failure. Sometimes you'll have more failures, but you'll have lessons learned. It may sound cliched, but it's the truth. From failures, you move to the other direction. So to do that, you should not fear starting anything. After you started, you work hard, you put all your efforts in, you put your money in, and then you get a team and everything. Even then, due to other conditions, things are not working, you close shop. You move on to something else. So for that also, should not have fear of what will people think. So in the fear factor, I think I just feel that can be detrimental to you. Be confident, be willing to work hard, and if some things are not working, move on.
Wonderful. So basically, the key takeaways from whatever you have just said. So every business has challenges, point number one, so which cannot be avoided. But you need to have your own belief that you can do it. So you don't basically depend on anybody. You don't need to have a great mentor for yourself. But if you believe that you can do it, you can come out of it. And if you want to be successful, be fearless. It's something that is a wonderful takeaway. I think definitely the audience will accept with me that it's going to be a great takeaway.
And one last thing.
Yes,
I think anything that you do, I think it has to be out of passion that is born. When you said what is the motivation that drives you, I think it is passion. And passion has to be supported by some kind of a purpose.
Okay.
And a purpose has to be much bigger than it should not be just money or nothing for yourself, but if you can impact a little larger group of people, I think it's very important. And if you do both, passion driven by a purpose, I think you'll get all the blessings.
Wonderful. So sweet of you. Thanks for being with us, Reddy ma'am, and very wonderful takeaways for our audience. So we shall stay in touch with you again. So hope to see you again soon.
Thank you, Bala.
Wonderful. Thank you all. Hope you liked the conversation with Mrs. Neena Reddy, and I'm sure definitely there is a great takeaway for every one of you. All right. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment.